So let's talk about something a little different. An instrument that waits. Yeah, you heard me right. An instrument that's designed to literally change how you listen, how you play, how you even think about music. We're going to dive into one of the wildest musical ideas I've ever stumbled upon. Okay, so let's just get it out of the way. Misha-matic. Yeah, WTF is right. It sounds like one of those weird blenders you see on a late-night infomercial. But stick with me, because by the end of this, you're not only going to get what it is, but you might just see why it could be a complete game changer for making music. All right, to really understand this whole thing, we got to start with a feeling we've all had. I don't care if you're a jazz cat, a hip-hop producer, a shredder, we all know the rut. That moment you feel like your own hands are holding you hostage.
You know what I'm talking about, right? It's that muscle memory. You grab your guitar, sit at the keys, fire up your software, and your fingers just do their thing. The same old patterns, the same licks. It's great for practice, sure, but man, it can feel like a creative jail. So, how do you bust out?
Okay, so check this guy out. This is Leon Grunbaum, musician, composer, and oh yeah, a Harvard-educated mathematician. He was living this exact problem back in the day. A serious keyboard player feeling totally boxed in by the same old black and white keys, where every single key always does the exact same thing. So he's listening to some heavy modern jazz and boom, an idea hits him. He's like, wait a minute, what if the actual notes aren't the point? What if it's all about the shape of the melody? You know, the contour. Are you going up, down, by how much? That simple question was the spark for something totally new.
And that idea led to this, a totally new way of thinking about an instrument. He called his invention the Samchillion, and the whole idea behind it, well, it's what he calls a relativistic keyboard.
So what the heck is that? Okay, think about it like this. On a piano, you hit middle C, you get middle C, every single time. No surprises. But on a relativistic keyboard, a key doesn't equal a note. It equals a move. It's a command, like go up a step or jump down a third. The actual note that comes out, it totally depends on the note you just played before it.
And look, this picture says it all. On the left, you've got your standard piano. It's a map of fixed pitches. Solid, predictable. But on the right, that's the Samchillion concept. Suddenly, your computer keyboard is a controller for movement. The D key might be go up one, and the K key is go down two. You're not just playing pitches anymore. You are literally playing directions.
Let's break it down with an example. A piano player sees this melody and thinks, okay, C, C, D, D, B. But someone using this new system, they're thinking in numbers, in moves. Stay the same, go up one, go down two. See the difference? It's not about notes, it's about composing with pure shape.
And this is where your mind gets blown. So you play a little pattern with your fingers. Let's say it's that up one, down two thing. You do it in a major scale. Sounds cool. Now here's the crazy part. You don't change how you move your fingers at all. You just tell the instrument, hey, now use a blues scale or some funky Middle Eastern scale. And bam, the melody is completely different. The physical habit is totally disconnected from the notes that come out. It's nuts.
All right, so we've got this wild instrument. Pretty cool, right? But any tool is just a tool until you figure out a system for using it. And that brings us to the next piece of the puzzle. And finally, what the heck Misha-matics actually is.
So enter our second character, Henry Schroy. Now, Henry is a musician, for sure, but he's also a high-level systems architect, a tech guy. So he comes at this with a totally different brain. He took this whole relativistic keyboard idea, which now exists as a little module called Misha, and he built a whole practice around it.
And here's the absolute key to his whole system. It's not just about noodling around and making weird melodies on this Misha thing. No, the real magic is what he calls learning the melody back. It's about closing a loop. You take these amazing, unexpected melodies the machine helps you make, and you bring them back to the real world. You teach them to your own hands.
So this is the loop, right here. Step 1. Just jam. Don't think about notes, just think about shapes and rhythm on the Misha. Step 2, hit record, and then listen back. Like really listen, as if someone else made it. And then step 3, this is the secret sauce. You take that melody and you force yourself to learn it on your main axe, your bass, your guitar, whatever. You're basically hijacking your own muscle memory, forcing it to learn a language it could never have invented on its own.
And when you do that, the whole thing changes. Misha stops being just a weird noisemaker. It becomes a workout partner, a practice environment. It's a support system. For those days when you're just not feeling it, you know? When you feel totally uninspired, the Misha-matics practice gives you something to do. You don't have to pull genius out of thin air.
You just have to follow the steps, listen, and learn.
Okay, this sounds incredible, right? A secret weapon to smash through writer's block and cook up endless new ideas. So, why isn't this thing in every studio in the world? Well, that's where this story gets really, really interesting.
Here's the problem. The instrument is subtle. You know that new plugin you download and it's got a million amazing presets that blow you away instantly? Yeah, Misha is not that. It doesn't show you all its tricks in the first 5 minutes. Its power is kind of buried.
The inventor, Leon, he has this perfect way of putting it. He calls it the bread maker in the cupboard risk. And we all know what that is, right? You get super hyped, you buy the bread maker, you make like 2 loaves, and then it goes into the cupboard to die. And that's the danger with Misha. People see it as a quirky little toy, not what it actually is. A serious tool for mastery that you have to commit to.
So people look at it and they're like, is this some kind of weird academic thing? Is it even finished? But the real answer is a lot simpler. It's just slow. And let's be real, in our world of TikTok beats and instant everything, slow is not exactly a hot selling point. It asks for patience. It wants you to actually build a relationship with it.
And that really is the heart of it all. This is an instrument that waits. It's not trying to grab everyone's attention. It's waiting for that small group of players who are actually willing to tear down how they work, to completely reorganize how they listen, how they move, and how they remember. It's a huge ask, but the reward is something totally different.
So I want to leave you with this one last thought. We're always chasing creative freedom, right? The blank page, endless options. But what if that's not where the real deep stuff comes from? What if true musical intelligence isn't about freedom at all? What if it's about what happens when you work inside a really powerful, really interesting box? What kind of memory, what kind of muscle do you build from that? That's something worth chewing on.